if you are someone who is sitting behind his computer his entire time, maybe you are gaming or maybe you are working remote, uh, you want to get out because if you sit home for too long, you kind of forget what it's like to talk with people. And that's quite important because for me, even though I did approach for many years, I have been creating my business for the last 3 years, and so I'm doing a remote. I'm doing a remote business. I'm doing a lot of cold calls, sitting behind my laptop, basically picking up my phone and calling business owners, doing marketing work. I did that because I can talk to people on my phone and I can practice my sales skills. But I don't think it's good to sit behind your computer the entire time. Like, you want to get outside and meet people like in the real world. I think that's important because it's not the same thing, if you're working in remote sales. So I think that's just important for your health. And also, like, if you actually value connection and relationships, it's probably like one of the reasons a lot of us got into sales. You can't just work remote the entire time. And if you're not in sales at all, if you're just sitting behind your computer and like gaming or whatever, then I had my period as well. I think gaming can be fun, but it has. People say gaming, you can learn things from that, and you do learn skills, but there are also severe health risks that you're taking, right? And you might be minimizing that right now, but it's going to hit you one day, especially if you are already someone who is like a little bit more insecure or maybe socially anxious. It's going to hit you one day. So you need to get out. You need to, maybe not necessarily talk to people if you don't like that, but just get out, be in the real world. Like today, I wanted to do approaches here, but I didn't really because of many reasons. But at least I went here, right? And so I think it's good to just be among people because I forgot what it's even like sitting behind my desk for like 2 years and a half. Like, the energy is completely weird doing it for so long. So yeah. Hey, man.
Are you vlogging?
No, it's a video, mate.
What are you filming?
I gotta keep doing. So when you're doing the social skills, that's what happens. You can have people come up to you. So it is what it is. But yes, so get out, get in the real world, make videos, or just go and talk to people, nightlife and whatever. So yeah. And then, so that's important because, like I said, it's not going to help me if I'm stressing here like this is important to you. It's not going to resonate with you. But like, if you want to find a girlfriend, if you want to find friends, then you probably need to do that, right? That probably resonates. But I understand, like, there's phases of life where you just want some more space for yourself. Like, that's the thing, and that's perfectly fine. But you gotta cut it off at some point and start meeting people. That's my opinion. I mean, you're gonna say, well, I don't meet people in my life. Really? Maybe you are introverted and that's fine, but that doesn't mean that, you don't want meaningful friends, that you don't want meaningful relationships, right? So you gotta do something. And by the way, guys, I'm not just talking about love, it's also just improving your social skills is going to be good for you in general. It's going to improve your confidence. You can get into sales. It can help you make money. So it's not just like the search for love or whatever. It's also developing yourself, becoming more socially competent, becoming more aware, becoming more intelligent, becoming just feeling better, just improving your life. That's a big part of it. It's not all about girls, so it is what it is. Yeah. So when we are here, we gotta do things. And it's funny, people are doing more crazy stuff on camera because I think I feel like maybe a little bit more confident. And that's people feel like maybe they have more room to move. It's cool in a way. So, but yeah, I still want to make good content as well. And then sometimes I need to train to calm myself down when I'm in here because like things are happening around me, right? So I gotta practice still making good content. And I want to do that. I don't want to just make like a random vlog. I want to make meaningful content. So it is a practice I'm trying to develop. I need to calm down a little bit and think about why you need to get out of your room. And I hope that this is obvious by now. And if you want to do things like this, if you want to do this, if you want to emulate me, or if you want to do social challenges, and if you are insecure and you're like, well, this is cool what you're doing, you know, this feels like a challenge. It is, but if you are insecure, you're not going to be able to do that. Probably not at all. And it might take you several years to reach this level, whatever. Not that I'm that great or whatever, but the point is, if you just practice, you're going to see improvement for yourself, and that's what matters at the end of the day, right? It's you taking the steps to improve your life, and that's what gives satisfaction. That's what gives the most satisfaction. I'm not saying that like results don't matter, because of course they matter. But the most meaningful thing is that you find purpose. That's really more meaningful than the results itself. At the beginning, when I was doing cold approach, I was like really bad at it. But it was very challenging for me, and it gave me a lot of meaning. So even though that was like a very difficult time, it was also very fun, you know? It is like the same thing when entrepreneurs talk about, you know, when they are successful and they look back upon their journey, it's like you can often glorify the start just because you are struggling, and it gives you more meaning. But yeah, I'm not saying I know that it can be difficult, but the point is, you can create and find a lot of meaning in starting to improve your life, seeing that these shifts are possible, seeing that if you can go out, you can be proud that you tried something. Maybe you approach a girl, and you know, maybe it even goes bad. At the very least, you can be proud of yourself for trying something new. And if you keep doing that, you will eventually really start improving yourself in that area. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the video for today. I'm gonna see you guys later. Check out my next video if you want. Bye-bye.